This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey bitch, what is your whole deal? Hey bitch, just tell us how you feel. You wished for a sign from above. Well, here's a podcast about boy sex, fucking, dating, and love. Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat and Pat.
Hello, freaks, geeks, weirdos, losers.
Yes, hello to the freaks. Hello to the freaks, fags, and losers. We are the alt prom of podcasts.
We are literally every day the alt prom podcast.
I used to always I used to always tweet things and say, like, if I thought something was stupid, I would say, like, say I was one to drag the Golden Globes or something. I would just tweet, like, the Golden Globes are basically an alt prom for the freaks, fags, and losers.
You know what I'm calling this while I'm here? My giant sippy cup.
What?
I'm calling this my American shame.
Welcome and a podcast.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My name is Kitty Cat.
And my name is Pat. And this is Seek Treatment, a podcast loosely based on
Inspired by the true events of boys,
sex,
fucking,
dating, and love. Now,
things we've loved for years.
Yes, love to hate, hated to love. I was just
hate me because you ain't me. Remember that?
Yes. How about this is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm fly, and you ain't because you're not.
You're not. This is why reasserting the thesis, coming back around, confirming that, doubling down.
Not because I'm fly.
You ain't because you're not.
There's
bitch.
causation to the relationship between my flyness and my hotness.
There's causation, correlation, station.
I was telling Kat before we logged on, she had to say before the pod, but I don't always like to say, I'm not on Grindr that much, really, and I haven't hooked up on Grindr in actually years. Oh,
wow.
Yeah. I mean, at least a year, I would say. And, but like, I still get the notifications and stuff. Obviously, I had my misadventures.
Of course, you get the notification. You're not sick.
Obviously, I had my misadventures on the East Coast activation.
I know. By the way, quick shout out, quick thank you to everyone who came to the ECA. It was such a good time. We love you guys.
Totally in totality. But sometimes, like, I can't tell. I must sometimes just appear on grids. I can't tell when I do, but sometimes I get, like, messages and stuff. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm showing up on people's grids or whatever. But I just got tapped, which is, someone is trying to get your attention. And there's no picture. And the name, their name is I'll fuck your poop emoji, peach emoji.
Oh, ew.
I know. I guess they're being like, you don't have to clean up even.
Oh, I'll fuck your poopy hole.
Yeah. So
good. I mean, I'm sure someone's looking for that. Someone's probably tired, doesn't want to do the admin.
Did you and Brian do anything for Valentine's Day?
You are so cute to ask me that. Yeah. Well, you know that I'm actually in London, so I'm not with him.
I know, but I can never keep track of when you're where. Of where you're when.
No respect. And I've been in London. I've been here a week and I'm staying 2 more weeks. And my show started. My show, it's so, Pat, I'm actually having such a good time because I'm doing 11 shows and changing it every day. I've done 2. Tonight's the 3rd one. This is why I'm hot.
Yeah.
And it's hard and I still have a lot to do, but it's just fun knowing that, like, by the end of this little 2-week thing, it'll be in a much stronger place. And thank you to people who came to the first 2 nights. It's just, like, so fun to do new stuff for once.
Yeah. That is so fun. That's so long to be in another country.
You know me though, I don't like to go for less. If I'm not going to be there for at least 2 weeks, I'm like, why go?
I wonder if I can even share this. I'm sure I can. I did an interview yesterday with Travel and Leisure magazine.
Okay. And?
In kind of like...
You got kind of quiet just now.
Did I?
Oh, that's better.
In tandem with that like kind of corporate job I did last year.
Sure, I know what you're saying.
With a rollout, and I thought it would be
huge if true.
And they were asking me, like, just about my travels, but I don't travel that much. But
You're
I do
well,
feel
I
like,
don't enjoy it.
but I do feel like I actually do, but I haven't had the opportunity. Truthfully, like I just haven't had it. So, anyways,
How did you celebrate Valentine's Day?
Oh, by doing absolutely nothing.
I actually did something so cute.
What?
I'm staying with Cam, and we went to see the new Bridget Jones movie.
Oh, I watched that. Did you like it?
I was obsessed with it.
Oh, I thought it was so bad. I was
Pat,
disappointed.
I'm actually shocked. I was in the theater being like, this has reignited my love of film.
Are you serious? Every shot could have been for one. Okay, we start on like a shot of Isla Fisher, and Bridget goes.
Oh, wait.
and
That was crazy that she didn't
and
come
Bridget
back.
goes. Jones goes. Never meet your heroes, kids. It's like, oh, let's get into that. We never hear that again.
They must have cut that scene. I completely forgot about that. That was crazy. I was like, oh, Isla Fisher has a part. We never see her
nothing
again.
was. It was just all montage. Like I didn't care about that.
Oh,
Leo.
well,
Like,
are you kidding me? Well, let me tell you this. First of all, the original is like my favorite movie of all time.
I love the original. Of course I do. Of course
So
I do.
I was literally, and I didn't, the most recent one wasn't very good, but I thought this one was, I literally thought it was amazing. I was like sobbing into my Merlot with my popcorn. Like just such a girl's girl. She's incredible. Like she's so charming and hilarious.
Totally. I'm
Renee. And I thought Leo
fan.
was absolutely delectable, lickable.
Yeah, I just thought there was some like, I don't know, for the big set piece to be him diving into a pool. I was like, well, can we explore a little further? Can she like?
That's what girls wanted.
I don't think it was.
You should have been in my cinema. It was electric.
I didn't realize it was in theaters because here it's like straight to Peacock.
Oh, that's sort of sad. Well, I am, it is sort of a set in London. But that's so funny about the Isla Fisher bit because I totally forgot. It's like, wait, what happened with you guys?
I felt like no one gave it like a last pass to be like, wait, does this make it the most? No one said, does this make the most sense it could?
But otherwise, I was like literally guffawing by myself in the theater.
Yeah.
Interesting. I love the actors who play her friends. Anything with Hugh Grant, I'm dripping.
Yeah. Well, I saw Heretic in theaters.
Oh, and you didn't like it, or you did?
I
This
liked
is my teaching
it.
tool, by the way.
Yeah. I liked things about it. I just thought it could have been better. Like it was like, it's just classic. Okay, we have something really good going here. Let's just keep having fun. And then they're like, let's make it actually like stupid. And it's like, okay, well, now it's stupid, unfortunately.
They brought in an executive to be like, can we make this past stupid?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so tired.
But that was my Valentine's Day.
What did I do on actual? What did I do OA on actual?
On actual.
Like truly
Halloween
nothing.
proper.
Truly nothing. Heard nary in anything from any callers. And
Do you know this? Oh, interesting. Do you know the situation with my nervous system? It's so shredded. It's so frayed.
Yeah.
It's so destroyed that just flying here, it took me a full week to recover. And I had to come a week early just so I could like sleep for 3 days.
I know.
I'm
I
so
know.
afraid.
Well, remember I didn't.
Well, we're living in end times. We can say that. We can say that much.
We can say that much to be true.
People are Nazis again. Slay.
I did not. Remember I didn't sleep that whole week we were there.
I know. You next time you come.
Well, they don't have NyQuil there. And you're like,
if I bring a huge bucket of it.
It's like, what's their deal? They're trying to be like,
they're trying to like protect the public.
Well, I did hear that
America wants to obliterate the public.
I did hear that NyQuil gives you
What?
I did hear that NyQuil gives you Alzheimer's.
Oh, well, that's not great.
I know.
But guess what? You know what does? You know what helps you not get Alzheimer's?
What?
Oh God, what was it? It was something.
Or was it like a friend's
stretching? No, there's something else.
I said a friend's eating dinner.
Navigating without Google Maps.
Gives you Alzheimer's?
No.
That's how Google Maps cured Alzheimer's.
Like not trying to navigate with your human brain helps.
Keeps you from it. Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Keeps you from it.
Using your brain gives it to you.
Google Maps gives you Alzheimer's. I was at a friend's house. I was at a friend's for dinner. Someone comes in, puts down a pile of Molly on the table.
Oh my
staring
God.
at it. Everyone's talking about Molly. I had to be like, I can't talk about Molly. Still kept talking about Molly. And then I was like, I have to leave. I said I have to leave. And I just like scurry out and they're like, wait, what? And I was like, and I yelled, I'm an addict and ran away.
Yeah, good for you. I had a dream. Well, I'm not going to get into this. It's too boring.
Wait, what's a dream? I had a dream that someone in my life.
Someone in my quote unquote life.
was starting a company.
Oh my God, that's so.
But I found out.
What does it mean, Dr. Freud?
I actually know what it means because I found out from our mutual friend. This is the most boring thing anyone's ever said on the podcast. Our mutual friend was like, "Do you know X and Y are starting a company?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know
my
that.
God.
He didn't mention that." So it's
X
like
and
that.
Y are starting a company. If X and Y are starting a company, what is the park slope of MXB?
That's like an early Bo Burnham song. It's like, and if X
Oh
and
my
Y,
God.
and what's a park slope? You know what I mean? Like that's like a Bo Burnham pun from like 2008. You know what I mean?
I had such a crush on him. He had a whole song though that was just like, "You're gay, ha 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 ha."
I know I say that, yell that from the rooftops.
Shout out. But I would love, that being said, I of course would die to work with him.
Yeah, and I know that he wouldn't work with me because he thinks it's too funny that I'm gay.
It's too funny. You wouldn't be able to stop laughing about your gayness, your royal gayness. No, I've been thinking about you because it's so funny. I was like, I haven't talked to Pat in a while, and I was like, oh, good, we'll save it up and unload. No, I've been quite like hermit mode while I'm here. For once, trying to write the show, trying to lean in what's saying yes to me, which is my audiences.
Yeah.
My English audiences who give love and light to me.
I have a funny story.
What?
So I'm gonna just fully feel comfortable dragging. I went to like it was like the WGA Awards, like a union event, and it was just the most boring event.
Is that the thing that Joel hosted? Amazed.
And
oh, I saw Joe Mandy's speech.
Oh, it was so funny.
So funny.
I know, I love Joe. And and afterwards there was like a reception. I was talking to my friend Jane, and
Goodall.
sorry, Jane Goodall.
I dressed up as her in 3rd grade, and
Really?
have I told the story that I put so much
No.
melon into my mouth that I couldn't talk to my crush because the melon got lodged in a way that made me not be able to close my mouth.
It was Jane Goodall.
While dressed as Jane Goodall.
I didn't know that. But was that part of the costume? Like she was always eating melon?
No, there was just like a snack break, and I was like,
you know what I was talking about was the fib. It's like the funniest tagline of our time. The most the random award of our lifetime goes to the like promotional phrase, "George of the Jungle, look out for that tree."
oh my God, I know. Look out for that
tree.
tree.
It's like,
Wait,
who
what
thought
is
up that? It's like, what if whatever. So anyways,
Okay.
Jane.
Talking to Jane.
Jane, I worked on Nobody Wants This with Jane.
Wait,
I
look
love
at me.
her.
I met her at your birthday.
Yes, you did meet her at my birthday.
I loved her. Great
So
vibe.
I'm chatting with. Oh no, you know what? You didn't. You met Lindsay at my birthday.
And of course, I met Lindsay at your birthday, and I
So-
didn't meet Jane.
So I'm talking to Jane, and I like Pat, and it's like up to me walks, this gay guy in like a pink blazer, and I would say 8 to 12 foot tall blonde woman. So they're like, hey, and then they're like, Jane, sorry to interrupt, and then the gay guy's like, you're Pat and Kat, right? And and Jane's like,
That's
oh
amazing.
no, I'm not that. And then
I'm not that.
The guy's like, and the guy's like, oh, okay, well, you. Anyways, and he's like, I used to be a listener of your podcast. I was like, used to be, and he goes, yeah. And he goes, says this sentence, is that thing still active?
Oh my God.
Isn't
that
that
thing
so rude?
like it's a volcano?
Walk up to me and interrupt my conversation. I mean, thank God we could safely say, because he doesn't even know if we still do this.
Yeah, well, he doesn't
You
even want
spend
to
your
listen to this.
entire life creating a podcast, and then goes, is that thing still active? I was like, fuck off. And then he kept
It's so funny. I
staying
was like,
there.
what do
and
you
it had to
mean?
be-
Like,
he was an agent. And then I was like, I gotta go.
he was an agent?
At one of those, he was like, I'm an agent at, letter. I was like, I've never heard those combination of letters in my entire
respect.
life as an agency. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. I know exactly what you mean. Well, God bless him.
God bless that mess.
I miss him.
I know.
Someone sent me a DM being like, let me tell you this. If you're trying to tell someone you're a fan of them, don't say that none of their friends, don't be like, even though none of my friends have heard of you or know who you are, I love you. It's like, don't couch.
Don't couch it
praise
in that.
In disdain.
Yeah.
Don't couch.
Don't couch. When in doubt,
Rule
don't couch.
Rule of treatment number 1. Don't couch.
we come out with the book.
When you couch, you need to seek.
Yep.
Anyways, I was like, oh, well, I won't be responding to this. Anyways, but what else have you been up to? So you went to the WGA Awards, Mr.
yeah.
Hollywood. Oh, you're writing?
Uh-huh.
And Hacks is shooting?
Hacks is shooting. I'm doing a small part in like an independent film, which has
Okay,
been
that's cool.
yeah. I don't feel like I'm doing like well in it, and but whatever. I shouldn't talk about it, but like I have such a funny relationship with being on set where it's like I can't tell if I enjoy this form of performance. I always feel like I do really bad. And like when I've done it in the past, like when it comes out, like I thought I really did really bad in Hacks. I thought I did really bad on Search Party. And then I like how it comes out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Um, but you know,
What?
it's just hard for me. The culture is like like, oh my, I've been sitting in a folding chair for 11 hours. You know what I mean?
Wait, why have you been in a folding chair for 11
Oh,
hours?
just because it's like a small budget thing, like
Sorry. Oh, being on set. Yeah, it can
yeah.
be absolutely horrific.
And then you're trying to say your lines in just this way you have in your head, but it's like, well, that wasn't how. And then we're moving on because it's like there's no time. And I'm like, okay,
I
well. And then
know.
you had one that was good and like a boom shadow was on someone's face. And you're like, oh, come on.
I know. So often, especially when I was first starting, I was like, I didn't even know if I was on camera or not. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do my best every time and like hope that they get me.
Yeah. It's just so hard too with like blocking. Like I'm thinking so hard about like, remember that person has to walk there and then they walk there.
I
And then I
know.
say, but remember, you want to say it like this. And then it's like, oh, I don't know if I said it like that. I couldn't really hear my own voice.
I
Um,
know. But it's so fun.
Yeah, and then yeah, nothing else. That's been taking up like this week. I was supposed to not have to go today, but I do have to go today.
Oh
And
right, it's so early. It's my night.
I know what have you been doing in London? Have you seen Lolly out of?
Literally just like slept the first week and then I've been trying to write the show. And then I saw Simone today, friend of the pod, shout out. I haven't seen Lolly yet. I'm seeing her next week. Who have I seen? I've been kind of by myself. What did I did something
All
yesterday.
by myself.
Myself.
What do you think of stand-up shows where it's like, I remember we do this funny twist in it?
It's the worst thing ever.
I know, like
Like,
it's like
give me kind of an
just.
example.
I do it. It's like someone just asked me to do it. They probably listen, so I can't say it. But it's like you
Okay.
do a normal set, and then we do this crazy thing to you. Or it's like, okay,
Definitely waterboard you
hey, no.
while you do your jokes.
It's so funny. I did that
Um,
post that was like, I want to do shows in LA. Oh fuck,
yeah.
there was something I thought of that I want to do on stage, and I can't remember it now. Why don't I write things down? Did I tell you about my new habit of after every day, at the end of every day, in Google Drive, I write down everything that happened to me that day.
Yes, that's so smart.
It's forcing me to engage in my day because I'm like, remember, you're gonna have to write down your day.
God, I always like start things like that and I never finish because I don't feel beholden to anyone.
Yeah, and my stretching, like, I don't know if it's
Yeah,
even
how's that
helping. I
going?
don't even know if it's helping, to be honest.
Thanks for being honest.
Um,
It definitely is.
and then
Oh, you know what I've been doing? Sorry, I forgot. I've absolutely blasted through an entire season of Love Island. I forgot.
Oh, this like All Stars one.
So here's the classic story. I started All Stars and there was this character named Ronnie. And I was like, what is that guy's deal? I missed his season. So I'm like,
Yeah.
what's that guy's lore, as they say online? I'm like, I don't get the appeal. I don't get it. So I went back and I was like, I need to watch Ronnie's season. So then I went
Yeah.
back, watched season 11 from this past summer UK. Amazing season, except Joey Essex is on it. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's like a famous reality star here, but he's like on the show as just like a contestant, but he is absolutely horrific in this season. Like he treats everyone so bad. It's like watching a master gaslighter in real time. It's crazy.
Is he hot?
Yeah.
I Google image now.
And anyways,
Does
the
he mean
girls
to
love
you?
him.
Can you introduce me to him?
Yeah. And then, so I finished that season. Then I went back and now I'm back on All Stars, which is not as good as season 11. And Ronnie has charmed me, even though, yeah, he doesn't look good. I don't want to body shame anyone. He just doesn't look like the typical Love Island contestant. But I know that if I met him, I'd be like drooling and dripping because it's just his swag.
I'm not attracted to Joey Essex.
Look at a new picture. Google his name, Love Island. I think you'll like it.
Okay, I think you're gonna like the way he looks.
I guarantee it. So sorry, that I was like, what have I been doing? It's like I've literally watched like 60 episodes of television. And I made a chicken soup and I made my famous chili, which was divine. And
I've been continuing my meal prep journey. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is doing. I think I would want him to be bigger.
Good for you. Someone's saying they know Joey Essex. What's live stream chat? Oh, it's Tavi. Hey, Tavi.
People are listening in on this.
Yeah, I thought we were doing, remember like those StreamYard shows? Oh my God.
Remember when we were doing a live show online and one of the people coming up for treatment was like, where should I go to college? And we were like, how old are you? And she was like 17.
We were like, log off. We should actually do another one of those. They were cute.
I know.
It was a great way to connect with people outside of the Northeast where we have only been.
Yeah. This episode of Seek Treatment is brought to you by Booking.com. Yeah. Every time I use Booking.com to find a place to stay in the US, I know they'll have exactly what I'm looking for. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just true. They have a huge variety of options, from hotels to vacation rentals, and I can find exactly what I'm looking for on this website and also this app. And I've found Booking.com has something for everyone, okay? That's just something I've noticed when I do use Booking.com. So, having had said that, I would like to further talk about it, if that's okay, as you're listening. So listen, all my friends know. Ever talk to any of my friends using the DM feature of Instagram, and they'll tell you this is true about me. When I take a gorgeous beach trip, I have to pick the hotel. It's true. I'm sorry. It is true about me because I have a lot of specifications. Like I need things to be just right so I can feel truly in my power and be coming from a place of peace and serenity for the entirety of the trip. And I've found amazing hotels on Booking.com that have everything. I found hotels that are right on the beach. There's an indoor-outdoor pool often so that we can swim if the beach is closed, God forbid. And plus, there's a sauna sometimes, so we can still stay warm when it rains. And who doesn't want to stay warm when it rains? It's the project of being human to stay warm when it rains. I think it's a huge part and a foundational part even of the human experience to attempt to stay warm when it rains. So no matter who you are, Booking.com helps you find the stay that's ridiculously right for you. Find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes. So you can fuel right and feel great. And who doesn't like to feel right and who doesn't like to feel great? No matter what life throws at you. Factor meals arrive fresh and fully prepared for any active, busy lifestyle. I'm always on the go. That's what everyone says about me. I'm known for being on the go. And so when I do know that I can get a nice, tasty, nutritional meal in exactly 2 minutes, what can be better than that? With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. I really like it because, as I chase my athletic goals, I can make sure I'm fueling myself with everything I need. I can get as much protein as I need, as many carbs, as many fats. Like I like to know that I'm having adequate fuel to support my lifestyle. Yeah, I'll say it. I'll use a phrase like that, support my lifestyle. I know that's a big thing to say, but I'm saying it here. So Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons. Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that cannot be beat. Okay, I have been using Factor for over a year now. I love to look at the menu and see if they've added something new, something fun to try, and getting a nice variety so I'm not just eating the same thing every single day. I like to know that I'm getting my macronutrients, my micronutrients, the nutrition information's right on the box there. I feel like I'm getting enough vegetables, enough fiber. It's been really beneficial for me and very easy to boot. So eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use code factorpodcast to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code factorpodcast at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. When was the last time you needed to go to a doctor but pushed it off or made excuses? Like you're too busy, or you think something might heal on your own, or you just don't know which doctor to go through. I've certainly been guilty of this. I've needed to go to a dentist for a long time. I'm finally taking on that task, and it can be very overwhelming. You never really feel like you know what's available to you or what option to choose, but thanks to Zocdoc, there's no reason to delay. They make it so easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. I mean, there's just so many. Urgent care is so stressful when you're like, oh my gosh, I need something right away. I don't know where to go. Like, I don't know how to do it. Zocdoc just kind of streamlines the process. They make it so that you can see what options are available to you and, just take any sort of resistance you're having about getting yourself treated away so that you can get the medical help that you need. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings, which is like good because, sometimes you have to go through. Sometimes for me, a barrier is like if I'm like, oh, well, this person, I can't tell if they have any openings. Now, all of a sudden, I haven't been treated for my malady, and I will go on to perish. It's no good, and Zocdoc alleviates that. So you can just choose a time slot that works for you and click to instantly book a visit. And they happen generally really fast, like within 24 to 72 hours. So you don't have to live in this kind of space of not knowing if you are going to get the treatment you need. I use Zocdoc, and you should too. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/treatment to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/treatment. Zocdoc.com/treatment. I've been at this set all week, so it's like I can't remember life before it. I'm like, what was I doing on Sunday?
I know what you mean.
I was trying to write. I know. I'm like, it's like I literally.
How's book writing?
Oh, so bad, so bad. I actually don't. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Do you ever read How to Murder Your Life by Kat Marnell?
Best book ever.
I know, but remember this chapter where she's staying up all night, cracked out, trying to write the goat milk blurb.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel like the book is me, where I'm complaining so much about how much I'm working on it, and it's gonna come out and people are gonna be like, this is what are you sure? This is what you were like. So whatever.com and even or what did I do this weekend? I'm gonna lose it. Oh, this weekend was when someone put Molly on a table in front of me. That was on Valentine's Day. That's what I did for Valentine's Day. So
you looked at Molly.
I was sitting down Molly in front of. And Saturday was WGA's, and then Sunday I wanted to do nothing because
where do people do Molly in LA? What are they going to the Grove and
they were going to a gay event after.
Okay.
It was I was supposed to go to a restaurant with one of the people, but then they were actually you want to come to our other friend's house and eat, and we're ordering food. But I was I'll just eat my own food because I've been meal prepping. So I came over just to chat, and then it was
I could never go to an event where there's food and not eat the food.
Oh, they're ordering, and I don't know. The real thing is
if I look at food, I'm hungry.
I could be around Molly people, but what I can't be around is the moment before the Molly where everyone's when are we gonna take it? How are you gonna take it? I don't know if I'm gonna take it. The last time I took it was this. I think we'll take it here, and it's that is that's what I will think constantly about for months. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. Oh my God. It's so sad that I'll never do Molly.
I know.
It's okay. Actually, I was thinking about that today. That's okay.
I know someone who did MDMA therapy.
Oh.
And
someone said I should. Actually, 3 people in my life have told me I should do ketamine therapy.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the word ketamine the other day. It was driving me bonkers.
Feeling.
It was driving me bonkers.
You went bonk.
If you're wondering why I'm bonkers, it's because I was driven bonkers by not being able to think of the word ketamine.
I know. I'm should I do ketamine therapy? I do feel lately and I'm sure everyone's feeling the same. It's my stress levels, it's just untenable. It's not even real. It's not based in anything. There's no reason why I should be. I mean, sure.
Yeah, I've been calming down pretty much because you know what's been happening? I've been feeling nostalgia for times when I was quite sad during them, and I'm oh, I could have just been happy because now I look back, I'm that was actually a fun little chapter, and I
so good for your writing.
I know, but like last summer, I'm like, oh, last summer was so fun. But during it, I was like, everything's all wrong.
I'm not nostalgic for you being so sad.
No, I'm not talking about that chapter.
Oh.
Like this past summer.
I have no memory of that. What
summer
happened last
can
summer?
rot in hell. 2 summers ago can rot.
Rot in hell.
Date night. Have you seen
Date
that?
night.
Date night.
Date night.
Date
Obviously.
night.
Obviously. That amazing reel.
Wait,
I need some romance. When are we having date night? I just saw this great clip of someone at like Art Basel or something or whatever art thing's happening now. What is it? I can't remember.
Art Basel was in December because that's when we went.
Yeah, because that's when we went to the beach with Angelo.
And got our freak on.
We never forget our almost foursome. But it's a video of someone asking Jax to take their photo because they don't know who he is, and his publicist is with him, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is so funny because normally people ask him for pictures because he's like a huge celebrity," and the woman's like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Oh my god!
And he's like, but he actually like handled it well.
Yeah.
King. Although I'm Team Britney forever, I can't. Kristen Doute's becoming a mother.
Oh, I know. That's exciting. Imagine.
You know what I think?
What?
I literally think I'll blast off with my new show, do a global worldwide tour, make billions. Then, baby.
Really? Are you gonna
tour.
Are you gonna do like? Yeah, we've been together for 10 years. We're raising a child together. No, we're not married. No, that's
no,
not
I'm not
strange.
gonna do that. I want Brian to propose like literally when I get back from London.
Do you think you will?
We have been so in love lately. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, because sometimes I go away, don't miss him at all, no offense. This time it's like, oh my God, we're like so, like if you heard our conversations, you'd be completely grossed out.
Yeah, I have to tell you off pod stuff.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, just about like current events.
About someone in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to hear about that.
It's
been almost a calendar.
Yeah.
But I watched Love Island. I watched Bridget Jones. I'm watching Traitors. I fucking love Traitors. Boston. I told you Boston Rob can rip me in half.
Oh yeah,
have I said that?
It's funny. I've never been attracted to him, even in early days, even in Survivor 4 more cases. Like I remember.
Oh my God, Simone said the funniest thing at lunch. We were like trying to we're like describing this guy, and she's like, "It's the kind of face only a woman could love." And I was like, "Exactly."
There's so many guys like that.
I know, like. People, whenever I have a crush on someone, you're like, I would never understand that. And I go, it's a face only a woman could love.
I know.
God, my hair is curling in a cute way, even though I look like absolute garbio into.
The hardest position you as a gay guy can be in is like when a straight girl is like, I'm tortured by this crush. And of course, you're sort of like always talking to him about your crushes. So it's like you have to be there and be present. But it's like because the guy to you is like literally like a sea creature, you're like the stakes just feel so low that you can't like care. You're like yeah, well, I wonder what I'll say back.
It's like that fish with the light on its head.
Yeah, it's like the guy from Shape of Water. You're like, and well, I'm sure let's text and see what happens.
I never saw that, but it didn't appeal to me.
I saw it in theaters. I hated it.
It was fun to go to the movie theater.
Oh my God, I went on like is this a date to that? But who is that with?
To the Shape of Water.
To the Shape of Water.
Now that's something.
I went on Is This a Date to the Shape of Water? But what
was it with?
Love him to death now. But
guess what? Guess what I did?
What?
Went to a sauna and read a book in it. Can you think of anything better?
Oh my God! One time I read.
That's what life's about. Like I'm so sick of doing anything but that.
I know.
I'm reading this book that I asked Amy, my best reader friend. It's called "They're Going to Love You" by Meg Howry.
I've never heard. Yeah, I just finally started Demon Copperfield, which has been recommended for so long, and then it won the Pulitzer. So I was like, okay, I guess these people aren't kidding. I mean, Demon Copperhead. But of course, okay. I want to actually say this.
What's that about? I don't know what that is.
I'm only like 3 chapters in. Like, but right. I will try to read whatever wins the Pulitzer. Because I'm like. I'm sure
books really make you wait 100 pages before they like let you in.
I know.
Like, get me in the mix.
It's like a 500-page novel, but it's good so far.
That can be so satisfying.
But so like, here's what happens, and this is actually what I just was trying to think of before. I was like, I wonder if I'll do something like about this on stage. When you try to read a book, you go to somewhere, you bring your book because you know you'll have downtime, and and you're reading your book because you would like to read a book. And then everyone in the kind of area of where you are, like, they must then stop and give you and like tear you away from it and like say what they think. They're like, hey, well, aren't you literary? Like, oh, you're reading a book,
Where
huh?
are you? Where is this?
This was
Where
on
are strangers talking to you?
Well, no, not strangers, but it's like if you're never strangers, but if like you're, I don't know, like if you're with a group and you're, going away somewhere, but you brought your book, or like this was on set yesterday, but like just and then
Oh,
everyone's like, you're reading a book, huh? And then you have to
on
like stop and make I
set.
am, yeah. But and then they need to like tell you about their journey and relationship with reading. Like, well, I need to read more. I read the last book I read was this, and I haven't read that yet. And so I think about reading. And it's like, okay, and then you go back and someone else does it. And it's like, well, just now I'm not reading my book because I'm talking to you about the idea of reading. It's so annoying.
Yeah, reading needs to be treated as like headphones. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not here.
And even more so.
And even more so. Do you know that I was having crazy headaches for a week? Guess what I think I solved it? Guess what I think it is? My
What?
fucking AirPod Maxes. The big ones.
Was it giving you headaches?
It must be because I was having crazy headaches for like a week straight, and then I stopped wearing them and I was like, oh, my headache's gone.
Oh, amazing.
But I have a small head. So imagine, how are people surviving out there? Comment if you experience this.
Comment on what you
I
just
actually have something
heard.
I want people to comment about. I have to talk about something.
Okay, wait, I might have to go to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back.
I'll ask about it without you.
Okay.
So you guys, it's just me just riffing. God, when someone has a solo podcast, I really respect it so much. I can't imagine. I really need Mr. P to bounce off of. Like, it would be so hard to tune in and like really show up. Mr. P helps me. Mr. P holds me accountable. But this is sort of fun. We haven't done this in a while. Like just me and y'all, like just me and the Trudies, me and the 30. So what I want to talk about to y'all is red light masks. Now, I have yet to do any anti-aging stuff. Like I haven't done any Botox. I haven't done any laser, needle point, whatever. But I'm curious about it. I'm not against it. And I thought I would start with one of these red light masks, as people say they really, really work. So I asked my friend, who's a really amazing esthetician, I go, what's the best one? And she suggested the Omnilux Contour. So I bought the Omnilux Contour. I've had it for about a year. I've never used it because when I put it on, it hurts my eyes so much. The light, even when I close my eyes, the light is so bright that it's so uncomfortable. I don't get how people wear them while like watching TV or looking at their phone. Like, am I missing something? Can you guys DM me? Actually, just comment, because sometimes I don't see my DMs. Just comment. What's needlepoint? Oh, right. Comment on a post or something and let me know why it hurts my eyes. I even went as far as to buy these little glasses you wear in a tanning bag. It's like, oh, I'll put those on and then put the mask on, but that doesn't even help. So what should I do, you guys? Because I want the effects, but I can't figure out how these girls, I see it all the time, how are these girls wearing these masks?
Okay,
So
what's
just
been
let me
going
know
on?
about that.
What's been going on?
I went on a really important rant that would have bored you to death, so it's perfect. I was asking about red light therapy masks.
I
So
need
now
to
we're
do that.
back.
Should I get a facial? Do you know what I've been wanting? Oh, do you know what I've been the thought occurred to me that I've never wanted in my entire life?
What?
Getting my face calmed down.
Oh, I adore it.
I've never wanted that. I've never in my life wanted
Really?
that.
What happened? What do you think changed?
I don't know.
Just people in your life. Sometimes people.
Sometimes when you meet the right
I
guy,
have been changed for the better.
sometimes when you meet the right guy, you're ready to make that
Yeah.
next step. But
I
then
have
separately,
been, because I knew you, I've been changed for good.
but then separately, I want the more friendly, the family friendly facial. Oh, the other thing about this, like when I'm literally, I do my best at shaving. I don't know what happens. I do my best at shaving. Literally, I got there the first day, and the makeup woman was like, well, you just need to be clean shaven. And I was like, well, I am. And I had shaved before. I was like, well, I am clean shaven. And she was like, ooh, no, you're not. And then she had to shave me. And then the next day I came in and I was like, yeah, well, I didn't shave, I was like, well, I didn't shave, but it usually takes a few days to grow in. And she was like, no, we need to shave you again. So like, I can't shave good, but then she told me about this new kind of razor that I'm going to buy on Amazon and shave stick. But do you think I
When
should get
she shaved you, did it feel extra smooth and good?
No, I just think like I don't have like, she said I have like kind of thick neck, like facial hairs, like, and they're dark. So she was like, it is tricky, your facial hair. And she was like, it grows really fast. And I was like, it does grow fast, but I couldn't grow a beard if I wanted to. It just grows fast to a certain point. And then like kind of worst of all worlds. And then like, I was like, she just had a good razor that I'm going to buy on Amazon.
Amazing. Something to look forward to.
But do you think I should get a
Oh,
family?
you remind me. I
do you
want
think
to
I
buy
should
some
get
on
a,
Amazon. I forgot.
Do you think I should get a family-friendly facial? Which is a normal one that isn't being come down?
I'm not a facial girl, but that's just because I'm blessed. But, I have a recommendation. Can I
What?
recommend a facialist?
Yeah, I have some in mind.
Because in for LA. Because I have 2 facialists to recommend. In New York, I recommend Skin by Jill with a G, Gill. And in LA, I recommend Chelsea Fry's sister, Carly J. Fry. Let me find out what her thing is called. I can't remember.
Because I do have like...
Glowboss.co. She does self-tanning. But then she's a facialist at the LA Facialist in Beverly Hills. So book Carly.
I'll book Carly. There's also someone I know who's the ex-wife of a famous actor who now does facials.
Sounds like an amazing life.
I know. But I think that actor treated her... Well, she shouldn't. Anyways.
Okay. Whatever.
Whatever.
But what I was going to say... What did you say before the facialist thing?
I talked about wanting to get my face cummed on. I talked about shaving.
Cummed on. Yeah. That could be cool. What else? Do you feel hot today?
I don't. Like, I really don't. I've been like not sleeping well though. Today, finally, I slept until like 9. Like, we started this at 9:15. I slept right straight till 9. So I'm kind of like just waking up. I felt like I did really bad yesterday. So I just felt so kind of like,
Did I ever tell you, like, when I did high maintenance, which is like my first real job, I was convinced I was like so horrible. And I was like I was so stressed out the entire time until like the last day. And I was like freaking out. And then I actually absolutely slayed.
yeah, that's how I felt about I really thought I did a really bad job at Hacks. I thought I did a really bad job at Search Party. So I'm like, maybe it'll just be fine, but
That'll be great.
It's also like when I'm shooting late, it's like I go to bed usually at like 9:45. So if it's like 11, I'm like,
I
my brain
know.
isn't used to this. Do you know what I mean?
I know. It's like the performer's life.
I know. That's why it's
When
like,
do we sleep?
but maybe I just want to, I don't know.
I'm in a currently due to jet lag and my show being late, I'm sleeping from 3 or 4 to 1 p.m.
3 or 4 to 1
Take
p.m.
that as you will.
Yeah,
Take that as you will.
That was me during pandemic.
And it is what it is.
I need to be with someone at the end of the day who goes to bed early or wakes up early because I remember how off of my like schedule I
I
got
know.
to sustain my relationship.
But I want to be one of those couples who has my own bedroom.
Really? I know a couple of couples like that lately.
I just fucking love. Well, even now, like I go to bed before Brian, so I always have like my little me time in bed, which I like. It's important to me.
So, do you know what I listened to walking around Silver Lake? The Ethical Slut. Did I tell you that already?
Oh, no, you didn't. I tried to read it years ago. Anything interesting?
No. I mean, it's all things like examining your jealousy. Why do you feel it? Like,
Right.
shouldn't you want your lovers to experience the most joy they can? It's like, I don't know. But
It's like to an extent.
I know. Hey, I want them to have a lovely meal.
Yeah, I want them to chuckle at a TV show.
And also like it's narrated by this woman who is one of the co-authors. And
That'd be a good audiobook.
I don't know like what she actually looks like, but you kind of picture her with like long gray hair down to her knees and like a cloak. She was like, I stroked my lover's cock and whatever.
Mm.
Then went home and experienced many more delights with my other lover. And that was wonderful. And I'm like, okay, TMI. It's kind of like TMI.
It's wonderful to stroke a stray cock.
Yeah. So whatever. I don't feel hot in this moment, but I'm gonna go to the gym right after this. I have to clean my whole apartment. I just like have to get my life together a little bit.
I love that. I'm going to order some food, put my makeup on, and oh my God, someone's scaring me by commenting too much on my Instagrams. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what
Do you
I mean?
know what
It's like,
Gen Z does? Do you know what Gen
Hmm.
Z is into? Like a double comment on someone's
Oh,
like
what are they
post.
saying?
Like not on my posts, but like they'll be like, "You look amazing in these pictures," and then like another post, "Love you so much, girl."
On the same photo.
Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder what the timing was of these two comments
Yeah,
you've left on
interesting.
us. But I've been noticing
That
it.
would stress me out.
I've been listening and I've been learning from Gen Z doing that to each other.
I saw this TikTok where this woman was like, I'm a DJ and I watch how millennials dance versus how Gen Z dance. And she's like,
Yeah.
here's the trick. She's like, millennials put their hands up in the air with an open palm. Gen Z, they have their hands up, but they close their palm. And I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
interesting.
I know. I was like, okay, I'm going to bring my closed palm to the club.
Do
I
you
can't
think
wait for that.
should I post more? But no,
I actually have been, it's so funny. I was posting so much when the album came out, and now I cannot find it in my being in any way, shape, or form to post anything.
but no,
But thankfully, Carly throws up my clips, but Instagram can tell when it's not coming from the source,
these
pure
companies,
source energy.
these companies are selling our attention to each other.
It's
And
disgusting.
we can't. I actually just answered my own question. I'm not posting anymore. And
And I want to
don't.
read a book in a sauna and cook a stew and slay on stage.
Yeah.
I've been making myself laugh by saying words like in this way that I can't describe in my head, but it's like stallion, like like the word precious is like I was this is for Amy because I was trying to do it with her. This is okay. The word precious is like and I'm just like having so much fun doing that.
Yeah,
It's fun,
well,
like, and that's what Instagram can't give you. Is
you have to find your joy by saying words.
it worked for vagina too. It's like vagina. It's so fun to be inspired. I do feel hot today. I am gonna be good tonight. I'm gonna wear a cute outfit. Do you have a crush of the week?
I will say my crush of the week is Jordan Firstman because he presented at the WJs and gave like truly the funniest speech I ever heard. Like,
What was it about?
because he was presenting an award for like, he came out like, he was like, I won't do it justice, but like he was presenting an award for like best like in-show marketing, like best product placement they were
No,
giving an award, and
no.
he just like made fun of it like ruthlessly, and was like, and it was like you can see the teleprompter. He wasn't saying anything on it, and he just was like being like,
Stop.
"This was such an insane."
Is that is there a video of it?
I don't know. He was like, "This
Oh,
was
that's
just such
so
an
funny.
insane year. I just can't like." It was like. And he was like, like Lawyers Association of America for their work on CSI, and then like, before you open them, like, this is like it's just been an insane year. Like I have no idea who's gonna win, and like it was
That's
just
so
so
funny.
funny. Yeah.
Oh my
Do you have a
God.
crush of the week?
Have I talked about the play I saw, Nina?
No.
My crush of the week is the play I saw, Nina, directed by my friend Katie Birnbaum, starring my friend Francesca Carpanini and 5 other unbelievable actresses. And it's written by, I want to get his name right, Forrest Malloy. Best play I've seen in a million years.
Really?
I feel like I did talk about this. Sorry. It should go
I
to
don't think so.
Broadway. It's not playing anymore, but I think they're, trying to make it happen elsewhere because it was so good. You would love it.
Really?
It's just really fun to see something. I feel so lucky, especially because Billy, my brother Billy, is so tapped into theater. I get to see so much cool stuff, and it's just so fun. And I just heart New York.
I heart New York too. Okay.
I know. You're New Yorker at heart.
I GSI'd.
What's that?
Got something in.
What's that?
Oh.
Oh, I know. And I understand. Are you mad at me?
Not at all. Are you mad at me? I feel like I've been so boring, like nonstop.
No, I feel like we're both. I feel like it's like I feel like this episode is like put on your Taylor Swift cardigan, get a cup of chamomile, and just cozy up to us. And like it's so laid back. I'm sitting in a dark room looking like garbioyo.
Yeah, this is like you're at the DMV, you're overhearing conversation. It's not interesting, but isn't it nice just to hear someone else talk?
Yeah. Oh, I did overhear. I overheard like almost seemed scripted. I overheard this bad date at this restaurant, and this guy. It was so funny actually because this guy was talking at this woman is the only way to describe it. He was saying he's into close-up magic. He loves the Edinburgh Fringe, and he was raving about Natalie Palamides' show, which was so funny. I want to be like, that's my friend. That's my friend. But the woman was like, that's amazing. And he's like, you've got to go to the Fringe. He's like, you don't go for the weather, do you? You don't go for the weather. But, well, you aren't going to like it because I actually couldn't believe how little money I made doing it this year. It was shocking.
Yeah. Well, I think
I'll tell you off pod.
I would view it. I don't think I would expect to make money there.
And you don't do it for the money, you do it for the experience. But I feel like now that I've done it a few times and I played such a big room, I was like, okay, so this year I'll finally get a little,
I know,
as my friend once said, do-re-mi.
Yeah.
Wait. What did he call it? Oh, yeah. That's right. Do. I was like, wait, where's the pun? Okay, anyways, not mad at you. Rock and roll. When a heart breaks, it don't break even. Love you guys.
If you're boring as fuck, seek treatment. If you're unlucky in love, seek treatment. If you just can't take a hint, well, seek treatment. With Kat and Pat.
That was a Headgum podcast.